Happy hump day to you. Where you been? Get this thing adjusted. Been a little bit. Matter of fact, the longest break I think I've taken since I jumped on this crazy carousel. I'm smoking my Brian Doran poker with Maltese Falcon. Here's an elbow shot. Well overdue. Hope you all are well. I don't care. Still don't care. You get to hear all of the construction work going on. There's a park right in this area out here. At least there was up until about 4 weeks ago. They say it's still going to be a park after they take down all the trees. Haven't seen you in a month of Mondays. And it has been a month of Mondays. Some folks have been reaching out and checking in. I'm grateful. It's not been a pleasant 3 months. You may recall a video that I did at the beginning of the year called The Slop Jar of 2024. Well, the slop jar of 2024 runneth over into 2025. Let's see what's happened since then. First of all, today, just today, if you received an email from Ed Armchair Piper that mentions Amazon, hopefully you didn't reply, you just trashed it. His email was hacked. So if you see it later on, don't respond. Last time I was here was at the end of January. Since then, we have, let's see, I missed International Pipe Smoking Day. I had a pipe, but I didn't do it on camera. Early March, our community lost Lady Fire. So my thoughts and prayers go out to Raphael. I had the pleasure of meeting both of them first in Richmond, I believe, several years ago. And then the last time I saw him was at the Vegas Pipe Show in 2022. And Edith was always quick to ask about the Divine Miss Lee, which I always appreciated. She was a very, very nice lady, and I know she's missed. And I hated to hear that, so. Some of you may recall towards the latter part of 2024, I lost my dad. That was part of the slop jar that was 2024. A month ago tomorrow, I lost my stepdad, who raised me. He was 82. He had been fighting brain cancer and lung cancer. On the morning of March 7th, he and my mom were going to leave to go to Duke Hospital in Durham for a chemo treatment. He had been doing okay. As they were preparing to leave their house, he took a fall in the driveway and hit his head. He was awake and conscious. Mom was going to cancel the chemo appointment, but he wouldn't let her. Kept insisting that he was going, whether she was going or not. So she got him into the car and they headed on to Durham, which is about a 30-mile drive from where they live. And she says he talked to her all the way until they got to the exit to the hospital, and he had quit talking, and she looked at him and he had gone pale and stopped talking. Basically at that point he had had pretty much a massive stroke. He had a brain bleed around the brainstem. He was in Duke Hospital pretty much under life support until 17th of March, when the decision was made to not continue that because he would have no quality of life. So his funeral was March 21st. So you've just been dealing, and I've just been dealing, you know. So that's where I've been. And again, I appreciate all the support and the prayers. I haven't talked about it publicly. It's the first time, so. But anyway. So I thought I'd tell a Pop story. I have far too many. The man was hilarious. My favorite story of Pop that I've never forgotten. I was probably 7 or 8 years old. He was a country boy. He was raised on a farm here in North Carolina. And let's see something here. In the 80s, he was a pipe smoker. And several years ago, gave me some of his pipes. This is one of them. It's an old K-Woody from the 80s that I still smoke. Keep it in my bag here. Usually smokes Walter Raleigh or Captain Black. Captain Black original was his favorite. Anyway, and as I said, he was raised on a farm, but for some reason he was the pickiest eater I had ever known. He didn't like many vegetables. He was simply a meat and potatoes guy. He didn't eat corn. Very few things he would eat other than meat and potatoes. He was a tremendously hard worker. I wish I had his work ethic. I mean, he went to work. He was in the bread business for over 30 years, and then he went after he retired from that. Because he had 2 heart attacks, had 3 bypass surgeries over the years, and made it through all of those with no problem. But he caught a cold once, and I was about 7 or 8 years old, and my mom was trying to help him through it by giving him medicine. And the house I grew up in, just off the kitchen, was a set of glass sliding doors that led to a patio off the back of the house. And he did not want to miss work, so she convinced him to at least try some cold medicine to try to alleviate some of the symptoms. And we're in the kitchen, and I'm in there with him. I don't know why I was in there, but I was. So she gives him this medicine, and he's standing over the sink, and he goes to try to take the medicine. And you can just see it. His eyes just started squinting in his mouth, and he just started, because he couldn't stand the taste of it. And he's standing there, and he said, Doug, open the glass sliding door, Doug. Oh, you got to open the glass sliding door. I didn't know what he wanted other than for me to open the glass sliding door. Well, the door had the actual glass sliding door, and then there was a screen on the other side of it. So I opened the glass sliding door, but I didn't open the screen. And he took off running from the kitchen and ran right through that screen door, knocked it out onto the deck, and went over the side of the deck and spit out all that medicine. But I laughed at him, and I still laugh. That was one of my favorite stores. Ran it right through that screen door. He was something. He took on a job that he didn't have to, which was helping raise me, because my dad lived out of town. And so anyway, for the record, losing 2 dads in 7 months, 0 stars. I don't recommend it. So maybe as the days go on, I'll start doing more videos. We'll see. My mom is struggling quite a bit. They didn't have individual friends. He didn't have guy friends he went out with. She didn't have lady friends that she ran around with. All they had were a couple friends. They did everything together. They had breakfast and coffee together every morning, and he's been retired, she's been retired, so they spend all their time together. So basically for her, it's like losing a limb. So if you are the praying kind, and I hope that you are, you'll remember my mom and my brother and I and our wives. Speaking of prayers, I will ask for prayer for the Divine Miss Lee. She's been in AFib since January. She is having a heart ablation tomorrow morning to prayerfully bring her out of AFib so that she will start feeling better. So it's just been a lot, just like this video. It's over 12 minutes long. It's a lot. Well, that's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this pipe. If y'all need anything, I'll call you. You folks be well. Be humble. Be grateful for all that you have. I'll see you again soon. Dadgummit.